Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mind Sharp. In today's uplifting story, we'll uncover why hard work and persistence are the true keys to realizing our dreams. As we dive in, we'll also uncover some new words and see how to use them in sentences. It's a fantastic way to practice English while soaking up an inspiring tale. So, stick with us right to the end. In a vibrant village, it was a sunny morning, with folks bustling through their daily rhythms. Some haggling over vibrant wares, others marching to the lush fields, and a handful readying their quaint stalls. There, beneath a whispering willow, lounged a young man, adrift in his private reveries. This was Luca, a youth infamous for his sloth and want. He had all the makings of a robust lad. Tall, sinewy, with a frame built for toil, but a shadowy apathy had quenched his inner fire. Luca spurned any labor, yet fantasized endlessly about striking it rich. He invested no sweat, pinning hopes on fate's whims. Even his sparse meals relied on the villagers' soft-hearted mercy, who frequently showed him pity. One dawn, an affluent trader in the village commenced sharing fresh milk with the less fortunate, doling out pots as thanks for the year's plentiful gifts. Luca, upon hearing, leaped at the chance and lined up promptly. Before long, he clutched a pot of luscious milk, its aroma stirring his senses. Thrilled, he dashed home to ready it. Igniting the stove with the firewood his father had prepared before departing for work, he brought the milk to a boil. Their modest kitchen stood equipped, complete with 2 hearty slices of bread awaiting on the scarred table. Soon, the soft simmer announced it was ready. Luca decanted some, relishing it with the bread for his morning meal, and tucked the surplus beside his cot. Yet, rather than aiding his father amid the waving crops, he sprawled in his shadowy chamber. He slipped into musings. If wealth found him, his burdens would dissolve like dew under the sun. Eyeing the milk pot, he pictured it firming overnight into creamy cheese. "I'll hawk it at market for silver," he whispered inwardly. "With those coins, I'd acquire a hen. She'd produce eggs, birthing chicks to rear. In time, those birds would yield countless eggs, forging me a bustling poultry haven." Luca's visions cascaded like a sparkling brook. Then I'd trade the flock for cows, launch a dairy, and the village would clamor for my goods. Riches would flow, leading me to glittering jewels even the king might covet my wares. Wealthier still, I'd wed a graceful lass from noble stock, and we'd raise a fine son. And should he prove idle, I'd chide him sharply, brandishing a rod. How could laziness take root when his sire ascended from a simple milk pot to splendor? Enthralled in this elaborate fancy of rebuking sloth, Luca seized a stick and lashed out as though striking the phantom lad. In his zeal, he toppled the pot, milk flooding out in a pale torrent. Reality jolted him back, sharp as a thorn. He paused, waves of dismay washing over him, then swabbed the spill and lapsed into fresh idles. Come next morn, he ambled village lanes, yearning for another benevolent handout. All stayed as before. His existence lingered in destitution and gloom. Friends, too often we nurture wild dreams of grandeur, while idling away a poignant shame indeed. What if we ingrained this truth in our souls? Deeds must echo our yearnings. For success, wield hard work. For mastery, embrace discipline. For heavenly grace, offer prayer. Even the most indolent can triumph by forging new paths. Let's uncover some new words from our tale. Aspirations. Strong hopes or ambitions to achieve something. Example, he harbors lofty aspirations to explore distant lands. Distribute. To give something to people. Example, the host distributed gifts to every guest at the party. Bountiful, large in amount. Example, the river provided a bountiful catch for the fishermen. Imagination, the ability to form ideas or pictures in your mind. Example, Artists thrive on vivid imagination to create wonders. Poverty, the state of being extremely poor. Example, communities unite to lift others from poverty's grasp. Miserable, very unhappy or uncomfortable. Example, the lost puppy looked miserable in the pouring rain, accidentally, without intending to, by mistake. Example, he accidentally knocked over the vase while dancing. Fantasy, an idea or dream that is not real. Example, she escaped into a fantasy of adventures in far-off realms. Persistent, continuing to do something despite challenges. Example, the climber was persistent, reaching the summit against all odds. Generosity, the quality of being kind and giving. Example, their generosity warmed hearts by helping neighbors in need. Today, we've grasped new words and phrases through this narrative. Remember, mastering English is delightful with steady practice. So keep tuning in, absorbing, and evolving. Be sure to like, comment, and share how this story sharpened your English. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one, where we'll keep inspiring together.